Hi, good afternoon, and you are welcome to Dixon's guitar class. This edition is band play or church play. I am here with these guys, and as you can see, we are here to demonstrate to you how in a church setting, as a guitarist, as an instrumentalist, we have the keyboard here, we have the bass here, we have the drum, and then we have a singer as well. And I am going to demonstrate to you how in a church setting, we can try as much as possible to coordinate among ourselves, get the dynamics that we want, and then try as much as possible to be in a band. How to fit in a band. Now we are going to give you two demonstrations. Our first demonstration is going to be a bad play, a very bad play with no dynamics, no coordination. Everybody is going to play whatever he or she likes at any instance at all. And then our second performance is going to be a well-organized play where the singer will come in, and then you see how best we can fit into the song, and then you can just judge for yourselves just how the variations will go, and then see how best you will try as much as possible not to make noise at your various churches, or probably when you are playing in a band. So without wasting much time, we are going to give you our first performance, and please, this is bad play. And we hope you enjoy it. Good. So, G. This is bad play, guys. Bad play. So that was very bad. That was a mess, We were just making noise all over and no dynamics. And you see, there was no coordination because our chords to sync. Wherever we are going, we should be in tune. But you see, there was no dynamics, no coordination, and there wasn't a band playing this. So we are going to give you our second performance, and then you will know the variation, or you know the differences of these two plays, and how in our various churches, as we play worship, as we play contemporary gospel worship, because this season, this particular episode you are watching is contemporary worship edition. Good. I am treating on church guitar and probably church music, church music. This is a new episode, and I'll be treating on local praise, local worship. I will treat on foreign praise, foreign worship, and this edition is the contemporary worship edition. So you have to stay tuned for our other editions. But today, we are treating on contemporary worship, how we can try as much as possible to play as a band, to fit in so that church will not be loud. You know, we should try and cut the loudness in our various churches, and I think this will help us. So let's go on with our second demonstration. This is a good play, probably a normal church play. Good. So guys,
your presence is heaven to me. Your presence is heaven to me. Your presence is heaven to me. Treasure of my heart and of my soul. In my weakness, you are merciful. Redeemer of my past and present wrongs. Holder of my future days to come. Your presence is heaven to me. Your presence is heaven to me. Your presence is heaven.
Good. So you see, probably if this wasn't better as you expected, this was nice. This was far good or better than the first play we had, because you see, it is not just about expressing what you've really learned or just about expressing the amount of knowledge you have in a song. It is about, you see, basically this is worship. So the attention shouldn't actually be on you, minister. The attention should actually be on you. We are trying as much as possible to get people closer to God. So in as much as you know how to play, just calm down, be in the band. Band play is very important. The dynamics, you have to try and check your chord progressions. Now be on one. Be on one. Good. Good. Now in his one, you can actually see that in his one, although even if we don't have the same chord progression, there are some elements that we do share. Good. Now be on one. Good. Now I am playing suspended second on G. I am playing G suspended second. Now there is an element of 2 or 9 in his chord. Now if he has 2, when I play suspended fourth, I am wrong. Now play 1. And now see, you can hear a 4 in mine, which turns your mind off a bit. But when you resolve at the least possible time, that's fine. Be in 1. You just resolved. You didn't actually stay on the 4. That will make the chord sound not nice. Do you understand? Good. Now there are basic chord progressions that you have to try as much as possible to communicate among yourselves. For example, probably we are on 1. And then from 1, we will be going to 6. Good. And we don't want to just jump from 1 to 6. What are some of the possible areas or possible chords that we can land on to arrive at our 6? I can suggest that from 1, from 3, and then we move to 6. So now let's go from 1, then 3, then 6. Good. Now you would realize that we didn't just play a 3. What chord are you playing on the 3? Because basically we know that on a 3 you have to play a minor chord. But what if there are extensions, and then as a guitarist you have to sync with the keyboardist? That is where you have to try as much as possible to develop your ear, so that your ear can hear the chord at the least possible time. Now, Eddie, play your 3 and let me see. Good. You are on 3. Good. So what are your notes? You have a 3, a 5.
I have my 1.
Your 1, and a 3 again, and a 5 and a 1. So basically going to 3, you just let's say you just maintained on.
I just stayed on 1 for the bassist to play my 3.
Good. So he just stayed on 1 for the bassist, for Elvis to play his 3 for him. Now this is an idea, because that is, you see, he didn't actually want to just jump to 3 with us. Those are a few technicalities we have to try as much as possible to know. You know, the basis is always taking care of our root notes for us. Good. So in order for us to fill in the gap, probably we can employ rootless chords. Good. Now let's see. Elvis, be on 3, and then we will just be on 1 and see how it will sound in the song. Good. So let's go. We are on 1. So be on 3. Good. Now come to 1 again and go to 3. Yeah. Now you see, the variation isn't actually with the guitarist or the keyboardist, but it is the bassist that determines our notes. in as much as the basis is determining our notes, it doesn't actually prevent us also from sharing the same chords. That is why we rehearse before we perform. You understand? So rehearsal is key when you want to sync as a band, or probably coordinate as a band. Do you understand? Good. So what we have to take note is that at a point we have to try as much as possible to coordinate amongst ourselves. But in as much as we are coordinating amongst ourselves, that is why we rehearse before programs. So rehearsing isn't just about the song you've been given, but in rehearsals you can actually discuss the chords you share amongst yourselves. Good. And then that will help you to sync. That will help you to gel in a band. Do you understand? Good. Now, the second thing I would want to speak on is coordination. Coordination. You would realize that as you are playing as a band, you wouldn't have the time to talk or probably communicate verbally to your bandmate. Now, Eddie, you'll be running through 1, 3, and 6. 1, 3, and 6. So let's go. We wouldn't have a time, but just look at my facial expressions and then you will know how we will move. So let's be on 1. So, you see, we actually played through a series of chord progressions, and you can actually see I didn't actually give them instructions verbally, but from my body action or from the way I was coordinating with them, like they actually got to where I actually wanted to be. So being in a band, you have to try as much as possible to coordinate with your players. Coordinate with your players. You know, get signs. For example, now we are on 1. We know our basic chord progression. Probably we are on 1, then we go to 4, then we go to 5. Now we are on 1. So you see, I just made a sign, and then we will just move to 4. Now we are coming back to where we started from, you know. So we will just resolve. So these are basic elements that we can actually employ to help us fit in a band. Now I want to talk about dynamics. You know, when we started with a bad play, you could realize that we were very loud. Everyone was playing whatever they like, and one thing is when you are in a band and you want to feel yourself, probably you want it's like you want to be felt in every ministration or in every song you play. It doesn't actually make you a good bandmate, because there are points in time you have to reserve for others to come up, and it isn't always about the licks you've learned or how best you want other people to know that you can play. You know, I'm a good guitarist, I need to play everything I've learned in the song, and it doesn't actually work like that. When the song started, you would realize that the lead singer was singing, so we had to come down for him to be heard. And then at a point, you would realize that it was time for guitar interlude, and then he stopped and I played. And then you would realize when I was playing the interlude, there wasn't so much drum rolls in it. But in the bad play, there wasn't even time for interlude. You know, we were just messing up. You understand? So you see, I just want to demonstrate to you how you can try as much as possible to make your services lively. You know, people do complain about musicians making noise in church. Everybody just wants to play around and stuff like that. But I think that is not going to help. I think that is not going to help, because, you know, I think that is not going to help because, you know, in as much as we want to please ourselves, we have audience listening to us. So it is not always about the noise. We should try as much as possible to get our music right, and this is going to actually help us in our play. Good. Now we want to demonstrate a different song again for you to know how best you can actually fit in. Good. So next go. Any song I give myself. So we want to begin with the bad play. We are giving you I Give Myself Away. This is a contemporary gospel song that we can play in our churches. So we are going to give you our bad play. Good. Now let's go. You know, this is very bad. This is very bad and noisy, and you can see there wasn't any band play in this. So we want to demonstrate to you how you can actually calm down the music for the music to touch lives or probably flow in church. Good. So good play. Can you sing?
Give myself away. I give myself away. I give myself away so you can use me.
Now, you see, when you play like this, everybody sitting in the church will appreciate what you are actually doing, because there wasn't enough noise, space was given, the guitar had an interlude or any other musical instrument at all, and then you can see this very piece was very structured. It isn't just about playing the noise around. No, not just about playing the noise around. And you see, one thing is, you might actually think people don't actually enjoy what you are doing because they might be sitting idle. And you see, when people are enjoying good music, sometimes they don't actually react to it. It isn't always that people will react to your music, even if it is nice or not. So if you are playing in a band, probably performing in a church, we have to try as much as possible to get to what we are actually doing at that point in time, and then know that we are doing the right thing. It isn't just about, people think if you play the drum or you are playing the guitar and then you don't actually play very loud, it means you are not being heard, or people actually don't enjoy what you are doing. It doesn't actually work like that. The most important thing we need to do is get the music right. Get the music right, and this is going to help us. Today's edition is the contemporary edition, and then as we go on our subsequent lessons, we are going to run through local praise, local worship, reggae, and then salsa and all other forms. And then what you want to do is just inform someone about it. We are live here at Stream House Studios, and then we just want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube handles at Stream House Studios, and you will be blessed. What we want to say is that you have to try as much as possible to respect each and every bandmate, or respect the views of each and every bandmate you are in a band with. It isn't always about you. It isn't always about you. And then when we do these things, we are going to get our worship, our church play, or our play generally right. Because one thing about music and about band is that it isn't always about you. Dynamics are very important. How you coordinate with your band members are also very important. And then how you fit in as a bandmate. I know you've really enjoyed our session, and we just want to give you the chance to phone in. We want to give you the chance to phone in. We will really be happy to welcome your comments. Bring in your comments. If you have any question, you can call us and ask, and then we would be glad to explain it to you well. We'll be glad to explain it to you well. So we are waiting. We want you to phone in. You can also send us your comments on Facebook, and then we'll be glad to read your comments live. You can send us your comments on Facebook. We'll be glad to read your comments live. Now, you can call us on 0243 042 042, and we will be glad to speak to you. You can call us on 0243 042 042. What is your perspective? What is your view about church play? What advice, what comment can you give to us about church play, and how generally we should coordinate amongst ourselves as bandmates or as church musicians? We are ready to receive you. You can call us now on 0243 042 042. I would want to read a few comments that we have on Facebook for us, and then we actually appreciate each and every one of you for listening to our program, and we are very much grateful. We are very, very much grateful, and God bless you so much. We are good. So play something. Normal progression. I give myself. Good. So I have a few comments here, and I would actually want to read now. Eric Nyamiche Entry, my boss. Eric, thank you very much for logging on to our program, and we encourage you to tell others about it. We just want to try as much as possible to clarify a few things about church play, and we are glad that you logged on. God bless you so much. And good. Eric Namiche.
Hello.
Good. Now you would want to. Hello. I think I have someone on the line. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Good. I think we just lost him. I think we just. Hello? Good. I think we just lost him, and good. I would want to continue with the comments. Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
I think we have a caller on the line. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, and please, what's your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, good. Please tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Great, great. My name is Nanapia.
Oh, okay, Nanapia.
Yeah. I'm calling from Spintis.
Oh, okay. Okay, Nanapia, you've been doing good. I last week you called. God bless you so much.
Yeah,
Good.
so I have this question I wanted to ask.
Oh, okay.
I am in sort of a small church situation, a band situation, you know.
Okay.
And the problem I've been facing is, it seems the basis always come to the session, as in the rehearsal, not knowing his parts.
Okay.
As in he most of the times don't learn the exact thing on
Sure.
the song.
Sure.
But then when he comes, he wants to improvise.
Sure.
You
Sure.
understand?
Yeah.
So my question is, how do I manage such a situation that I don't cause conflict or discontention between the team, so that we
Okay.
can flow freely?
Okay. Nanapia, I get your question, and then what I can actually say is that you have to just try as much as possible to get him encouraged. Encourage him about rehearsal, because in a band you have to coordinate and then you have to play as a team. But if that is not working, Nanapia, are you a guitarist or a keyboardist?
I'm a guitarist.
You are a guitarist. Good. And one thing you have to do is, now when the song starts and you have an idea about the progression, you can actually suggest to him during when the track has started, a few minutes about the track keeps on repeating, probably the progressions will repeat. So when you teach him for the first part, then probably as the song progresses, he will know. So that you not keep on making mistakes, probably you not keep on playing different chord progressions at different times. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Good. And one thing I would also want to say is that now, as a bassist, he holds the band because his notes actually clarify the kind of chord you are, as we demonstrated here. He can be in one and we will be in the same chord, and it will be considered as one. Now when the bassist moves to 3, now that same progression will be considered as a 3. So if here is the case that the bassist misses a progression or probably playing a different thing, then it means the band will find itself wanting at a point. So it is good that you meet him, sit down with him, talk him through things, and then let him understand that he holds the band and probably his notes are very important. And I think you'll be good to go. That is my suggestion, though.
There were 2 questions. I don't know if I'm permitted to ask the next.
Okay, sure, you can.
Can I?
Yeah, sure, you can.
Okay. So what will you do if you are in a church which it's not like they are not so much into contemporary music?
Okay.
But they are more into sort of classical and this. More of the classical situation, like
Okay.
This choral
Sure.
songs.
Sure.
You understand? And
Sure.
being a guitarist, you don't really play in these settings. But
Yeah.
love contemporary and those other stuff.
Okay.
So, and they do it only a few times. So,
Sure.
how do you comport yourself? Do you complain? Do you just, do you leave the church? Do you sit back and watch? What will you do? Loving contemporary music.
Sure. That's a laudable question, and you see, we have Orthodox churches, and probably they do classical and this choral stuff, and then we have Pentecostal and we have charismatic. Now, the music form actually influences the church, or let me say the kind of church you attend determines the type of music they actually do there. As you are saying, it's sometimes very difficult for you to hear, or for an Orthodox church to play contemporary gospel or probably stuff like that. But you see, you want to edify yourself as a guitarist to fit in at any instance. Do you understand? Good. So there are chord progressions that the keyboardists use. You can go and then see him, or probably you can research on it, learn the various chord progressions. But you see, what I know is choral music doesn't actually employ a lot of runs, or let's say fills or scales, as a guitarist or probably as a keyboardist or organist. It has so much to do with chords. And to the best of my knowledge, nothing prevents you as a guitarist from learning the chord shapes or chord types that is used for choral music or probably classical music. So I wouldn't actually give the advice for you to leave the church or try to always complain or something like that. Fit into their music form. Try out something new. Probably, for all you know, you don't use guitar to play chorals. You can start from you. You understand? Learn their music form, learn the chord structures on the guitar, and then you'll be good to go. You can, even if the keyboardist is not around, it can get to a point you can actually play the guitar for them to do choral songs. Let me give you a demonstration, Nanapia. Good. Let me give you this demonstration for you to actually understand what I am talking about. Now listen.
Okay.
I want to give you a demonstration for you to know how you can fit in as a guitarist, and then for you to know that you can. Now listen, this is guitar. I am going to run through a few chords for you, and they will sound choral. So probably if you think you're in an Orthodox church and then probably they don't sing contemporary gospel, so you would want to leave the church, good, then you can actually fit in. Good. So I have good. I hope you just heard what I demonstrated. Now you can actually see that it hasn't got to do with only the keyboards. It hasn't got to do with only the keyboards. And as you have suggested, I will take time and break down the chord progressions, or suggest chord progressions that you can actually use to play chorals. So it shouldn't always be that the keyboardist should be the only one that can play chorals. So I think that is that is my view on your question. Please, do you have any question again? Nanapia, do you have any question again?
No, I think it's answered. It's all answered.
Okay, Nanapia, thank you very much for calling in. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Good. So we are also glad that you called. Now, you watching us, we just want you to phone in as Nanapia called, and our numbers are 0243 042 042. You can call us right now, give us your comments, ask any question you would want to ask, and then we are glad to explain it to you. Good. Good. So let me read a few comments that we have here now. Ajaman Elvis, wow, Pastor Elvis, God bless you so much. Pastor Elvis says, great work, salutations. Pastor Elvis, God bless you so much for listening to us. God bless you so much. We are so much grateful. Eric Nyamisha Entry, your presence is heaven to me. Wow. And Ura Ibanez, I see you, Kofi. Wow, thank you so much. He sees our drama. Good. Now, I have Fred Ebuachi. God bless you, Pa Elvis Yawood. I am watching you, boss. Elvis, Fred says God bless you so much. Now, Freeman Chinibu Akodia, good. God bless you, sir. I have Soso Charles Jr. Good. God bless you, Mr. Soso. And Nana Max 2 says massive. And Freeman, please, do you receive questions from these comments? Yeah, we do receive. You can send us your questions as a comment, and we are glad to read and then answer you. Now, we have Destiny One Love. I want you to solo over Young Ponsa beat. Destiny, I think I have a cover of Young Ponsa on YouTube, and you can go and then check it out. Probably you can hit me, and then I'll explain things to you after our live feed. God bless you so much. Probably these are the comments that we have, and then we are still waiting for your call. We are glad if you will be glad if you would call us, and good, and we will be happy to receive you. Now I have a few comments I would want to also read. I have Parkwesi. Okay, good. Now Parkwesi says, great work, love you guys. God bless you, Parkwesi. We are so much grateful. I have Asibe Jr. God bless you, sir. Keep it up. Asibe, God bless you so much. We are keeping the fire burning. And I have Kwabena Dudu. Great work there, sir. God bless you so much, Minister. We are so much grateful that you are watching our channel. Good. We are still waiting for your calls. You can call us on 0243 042 042, and then we will be glad to speak to you. God bless you so much. We are still waiting for your calls. And then as the comments come in, I'll be reading them. And then as I am waiting, we will give you a musical piece. We are expecting your calls. 0243 042 042. We will be glad to receive you. Good.
singing, blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord.
Wow. So thank you. We want to thank you very much for being with us today, and I want you to look forward to us next week again, Tuesday, and we'll be very much grateful that you logged on with us. God bless you so much, and we are going to give you series. The next episode will be next week. I am going to speak on local worship, and then you would want to tune in with us. God bless you so much. We are so much grateful. This is Streamhouse Studios, and I would want you to follow them on YouTube, and then your life will never be the same. God bless you so much. We are taking you out. God bless you. George.
You have won the victory. Hallelujah. You have won it all for me. I'll take it again. Hallelujah. You have won the victory. Hallelujah. You are the risen King, seated in majesty. You are the reason. Hallelujah, say.